Peace.
Peace.
What's going on? We back for another episode of Chicago
Chicago
Detox. So on this episode, we want to talk about the I guess you could say the ethics review along with the ethics reform, but I think that they're reviewing it before they actually, come with the actual reform. So
Yes.
yeah. So
just this past month, the outgoing mayor, Mayor Rahm, made a proposal for some added changes to the ethics reform, and I think I can say for myself, I didn't think it brought any solutions, no long-term solutions. What about yourself?
I mean, I really didn't. I didn't look at it and see, every, all the logistics and what's what to it. But, I think he just, he's just really trying to, just make mention of it, on his way out, because he about to get up out of there, and at the end of the day, that's, it's pretty much gonna be the incoming mayor's problem to deal with. But I think that that's the thing. Like, I think that they were bringing it up just on some, man, we got such and such going on and this and that. Like they ended up just kind of really, doing it. So it was just real. It was kind of out the blue, So
I believe with ethical reform, it definitely should fall in the hands of the next mayor.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to be a process that involves the whole city and not just elected officials, because it's clear that ethics reform has not worked in this city.
Yeah.
Yet.
Like I said, I believe on the previous episode I was saying ethics, like that's a word, and that's kind of how it seems, you you got all types of stuff, the past. Well, I won't say two governors before, Ronner and JB, they both, so, it's just Chicago is just known for corruption, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just it's a lot of under the table deals and a lot of, back alley, business.
But we do know that corruption is part of the game. And
yeah,
the
that's
game
what I'm
is
saying.
what
So
politics is.
that's really what I was thinking when I was saying the ethics reform should, or the ethics review should actually, say man, we've been doing this since we started, so it's time for a change or something,
Okay. And so what do you think the audience, those changes should be when we consider ethics reform? And I think that's a serious question that we all should really approach it and not rely on elected officials alone to do the work of policing themselves. That it just
but
doesn't
it's
make
also
sense.
a standard that that people should, hold themselves to, and if you're taxpayers pay, their salary, you know what I'm saying? So,
So how do you hold that standard without having...
it should already be a precedent set, which it was, but it's in this day and age, everything is kind of, everything is switched up to where it's at right now, to where it's it's reality TV has, met, fake news, as they call it. You know what I'm saying? It's they've both meshed, so at the end of the day, that's, I don't know, that's kind of what it is, So
I think this is definitely a topic that we'll have to continue and break down piece by piece, because I definitely want to approach on what, ethics reform should look like and what is it that the mayor proposed and what are some of the mayoral candidates are talking about when it comes to ethics reform.
Yeah, 'cause I would definitely want to, see what they talking about for real. And like you said, we like to see what y'all talking about too. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
most
Like if y'all,
definitely.
how do y'all feel about ethics reform? Or let alone the ethics review. If y'all
Yes.
checked it out, you know what I'm saying? Let us know. You know what I'm saying?
And we look forward to getting your comments and concerns on the issues of ethic reform. And this was another episode of Chicago Detox.
Peace.